All right, today is going to be word problems. Word problems with 2 variable systems and 3 variable systems. So in your notes, there's a 6 problem worksheet. And this is going to be your homework. And another page is going to be your homework. I'm going to help you set all of these problems up. Okay. We can go over them in class. If you are a virtual student, just take a picture and submit. So I'm just going to help you set up these problems, and from that point out, you can solve them. It says, number 1, the school that Lisa goes to is selling tickets to an annual talent show. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 4 senior citizen tickets and 5 tickets for a total of $102. The school took in $126 on the second day by selling 7 senior citizen tickets and 5 student tickets. So we have 2 situations. One day where we sold 4 senior citizen tickets and 5 student tickets. They said for a total, so you're going to add it up for 102. And then they said also the school took in $126 on the second day, so that's a total, by selling 7 senior citizen tickets and, which is plus, 5 student tickets. So I would use elimination. You can use substitution, but you'd have to divide by 40 at C by itself or divide by 5. So I would just use elimination for this one. Number 2 says, flying with the wind, the plane went 138 kilometers per hour. So that's speed. So you have the speed of the plane, whatever it is, and it's going with the wind. So they're adding on speed, the wind speed, for a total speed. It says flying into that same wind, assuming the plane is going the same amount of speed. If you're going into the wind, it's removing that speed from the plane. Okay, this is very flawed. You're not going to have the exact same speed, the exact same wind, but just for solving sake, to slowly get you to harder problems, this is what you would do. It says find the speed in still air and the speed of the wind. So you could use elimination or substitution. Number 3 says Castell and Gabrielle are selling pies for a school fundraiser. Customers can buy apple pies and lemon meringue pies. Okay. Castell sold 6 apple pies and 4 lemon meringue pies for a total equaling $80, and Gabriella sold 6 pies and 5 lemon meringue for a total of $94. What is the cost for each pie? Now, some of you could have just done this without watching the video, but I just want to walk you through and make sure that you are getting it, because some of us had Algebra 1 in different middle schools. Some of us weren't as good in 8th grade with the math. Some of us are coming from different school districts. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, okay? So if you're like, I'm just going to do this without watching this video, that's fine. This is just to guide you. Number 5, it says, even though it should be 4, Ming and Carlos are selling cookie dough for a school fundraiser. Customers can buy packages of chocolate chip cookie dough and packages of gingerbread cookie dough. Ming sold 8 packages of chocolate chip and 12 packages of gingerbread men for a total of $364. Carlos sold 1 package of chocolate chip and 4 packages for $93. Find the cost for each. So it says Ming sold 8 packages of chocolate chip and 12 packages of gingerbread for $364. Now, if you're like, this is just like every single one I've been doing, I'm not going to do this one, that's fine. Are you able to see it on a quiz and do it? That's all. You don't have to do all of these problems. Number 6 says Rena Davis charges a fixed amount per week, rental charge plus a charge for each mile driven. A 1-week trip of 520 miles costs $250, and a 2-week trip of 800 miles costs $440. Find the weekly charge. Okay, so you have your cost for a weekly trip, okay, plus 520 miles, equals 250. So the cost for the week and the cost per mile. Then you have a 2-week trip of 800 miles. 2 weeks and miles. You can use substitution, getting W by itself, or you can use elimination. And lastly, a plane traveled 580 miles to Ankara and back. The trip was with the wind. It took 5 hours. The back into the wind took 10. Find the speed of the plane in still air. Well, this is just like here. We had the plane plus the wind equaling a speed and the plane against the wind equaling a speed. Well, they don't tell you the speed. They tell you total it's 580 miles there and back. So if you cut it in half, the distance for 580 cut in half would be 290. 290 there, and 290 back. It said that it took 5 hours, and that was with the wind. And then we don't know the speed of the plane or the rate of the plane, but on the way back it took 10. So the rate here going into the wind or with the wind would be 290 divided by 5, whatever that is. And back would be 290 divided by 10, which would be 29. Okay, this is miles per hour. Is it really going 29 miles per hour? That's not very fast. It is what it is, okay? So 5 goes into 29, 5 times, leaving you 48. So 58. All right. And then you can just solve this like normal. So the problem here was speed, speed plus speed. You needed speed. You needed a rate. Distance, rate equals times. You had to figure that. That was the hard part of that. All right. So that is for 2 variable equations. Now, kind of flip around. I kind of choose a different order every year. That's why things aren't always in order. And this is going to be on there as well. These are 3 variable systems. So number 1 says, Billy's restaurant ordered 200 flowers for Mother's Day. They ordered carnations at $1.50 each. They ordered roses at $5.75 each. And they ordered daisies at $2.60 each. They ordered mostly carnations, 20 fewer roses than daisies. So 20 fewer roses gives you daisies. How do you know that's right? All right, well, if I had 50 roses, 20 fewer, that'd be 30. So 20 fewer roses than daisies. So daisies needs to be more. Oh. So if you have daisies, it's 20 fewer than the roses. That doesn't make sense. So it says you have 20 fewer roses than daisies. So roses plus 20 would give you daisies, okay? So if you get the wrong one at first, use some fake numbers and try it around. Okay. So they said we have 200 flowers for Mother's Day. So we have carnations, we have roses, we have daisies. That's 200 flowers. Okay, so that's one equation. We have cost equaling cost. That's one equation. And then we're going to have a comparison one. Usually these 3 variable word problems are amounts, a cost, a percent, whatever it is, and a comparison. You have 20 fewer roses than daisies. So whatever daisies is, roses needs 20 more to get there. What you're going to do is take your variable and substitute it into not one but both equations to solve. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's keep trying some more. It says last Tuesday, Regal Cinema sold 8,500 movie tickets. So they sold a total of tickets. Well, what kind of movies are there? Well, if you look through, it says a matinee admission costs $5. It says that there is a student admission and there is regular admission. So all the admission tickets are $8,500. It said proceeds totaled $64,600. So $5 per matinee, $6 for student pass, and regular admission is $6.50. Okay, it says how many each type of ticket was sold if twice as many student tickets were sold as matinee. So you'd think it'd be this. Well, students is twice more than matinee. So you wouldn't multiply the student tickets. You'd say student tickets double the matinee. And then you try it. You say, okay, if there was 20 student tickets, well, if it has to be double matinee, the matinee would be 10. Does it work for your equation? Yeah, it does. So always try it with fake numbers. So wherever you see an S, replace it with 2M. Okay, let's try another one. John inherited $25,000. He invested it in the money market account and mutual bonds. So there's a money market account, there's municipal bonds, and a mutual fund. After 1 year, he received a total of $1,620 in simple interest from 3 investments. The money market paid 6%, the bonds paid 7%, and the mutual fund was 8%. There was $6,000 more invested in bonds than mutual funds. So if I have bonds, $6,000 more needed to be to get there from the mutual funds. Okay. $6,000 more invested in bonds and mutual funds. So whatever this is $6,000 more than this. Okay. Then you replace B. It's a little confusing, but you just need practice with it. I would just try pausing and just setting up all the equations for all the problems and then going back and solving. Really, the homework and the practice we want here is, can you set them up? Because we already practiced solving them last week. So try pausing the video and doing the next one on your own and then coming back. 4 said Rooney's company decides to buy keyboards, mouse pads, and PC cameras. They have a budget of $1,500 to spend on 30 keyboards, 20 mice, and 50 cameras. So they can spend that much at $1,500. Additionally, the number of cursors should be equal to the number of keyboards and twice the number of cameras. Write a system of equations. Well, we don't know how many each. Well, I don't tell you how many here, so I don't like this one. We're not doing it. Okay, skip that one. Let's look at Monica. It says number 5 is just like number 3, so I'm not doing that one. All right, I like this one. Let's do number 6. Heather downloaded some television shows. So yes, you don't have to do these 2 in your homework. Forget it. Okay. Heather downloaded some television shows. Okay, this is a good one. A sitcom uses 0.3 gigabytes. A drama had 0.6 gigabytes. And a talk show had 0.6 gigabytes. She downloaded 7 programs. Okay, so she had a sitcom, a drama, and she has a talk show totaling 7 programs. And this totaled to 3.6 gigabytes. It says there were twice as many episodes of the drama as there were sitcoms. So if I have sitcoms, I have to multiply that by 2 to get drama, because dramas is twice as many. How many did she have of each? Okay, that's how we'd set that one up. All right. Let's skip number 7. Cross that one out. I like number 8. Let's do number 8. Ramon usually gets one of the routine maintenance options done at Annie's garage. Today, however, he needs a combination of work that isn't listed. It says oil change and radiator flush is $29.99. It says brake pads and oil change is $39.99. And oil change, radiator flush, I should say, and brake pads is $49.99. So what I would do is I would get O by itself. And every time you see an O, replace it. Okay? All right. You can do number 9 if you want, but it's just the same as number 5 and number 3. I want you to try number 10 on your own and see if you can do it. But it says write a system of equations to represent the 3 rows of figures. So it says there's a pentagon and a triangle are going to equal a circle. They have 2 squares equaling 3 pentagons, and they have a triangle plus a circle equaling a square. So they want to know, they want you to know, use the system to find the number of red triangles that are going to balance 1 green circle. So how many triangles are going to equal 1 red circle? Okay. Try that on your own. We can discuss it in class. Okay. Because I want you to, this is a challenge one and I really like it. If you are a virtual student, try it on your own and we can discuss it in Zoom if you'd like. You don't have to know this. So all the ones that I told you guys to do, I want you to do 1 through 6 in that 2 system equation. And I want you to do 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, and try 10. Okay. All right. So today is just working with word problems. It's just all review, but now it's just a little more challenging.